How quickly football can change. How quickly football can change. We have an Ornstein Bomba, people, and it looks like Arsenal are going for Eze. Eze. I can't believe it. 1 minute I'm crying, 1 minute I'm ranting, 1 minute I'm raving. I've got everyone telling me to calm down. Maybe they were right. Maybe I should calm down. Maybe I should thank Kai Havertz for getting injured. Maybe it is a blessing in disguise. David Ornstein, as you can see right here, has tweeted that Arsenal are set to pursue for Eze. And it does sound like he's interested in choosing us over Tottenham, as you can see here. So for me, this has to happen now. This is an absolute must for Arsenal. And you know what? What kind of annoys me a little bit is that we should actually be going for him anyway. We should be going for him alongside, whether Havertz is still here, fit enough, being sold, staying, or going to be signing a new deal. We should be looking at Eze anyway. So for me, there's absolutely zero worry now that he isn't going to come to Arsenal, because there is no way he chooses Spurs over us. I just pray that Arsenal are serious about this, and that this is not something that Ornstein has got wrong, that this is not a nasty rumour, that it's not something that can take a turn. Eze to Arsenal was clearly always of interest. It was always a player we wanted. It was clearly someone that we wanted to pursue, but for whatever reason, we looked to move away from it. Now, I think Ethan Nwaneri and Max Dowman were two, let's be honest, prospects that I expected to see in the team, no matter what. Now I look at the scenario and think, well, there's nothing to do with their progress. There's nothing to do with the stunt of their development. There's nothing to do with a player coming in to get in the way of that. Clearly, we've gone back in for him because we know that we're short in attack. Now, we should have been going for that anyway. I don't know if Eze is coming in to play attacking 8, number 10, left wing, right wing. All I do know is that he's versatile enough to come in and play a number of those positions. So for me, this is a brilliant signing if it happens. And you know what's even better? I kind of felt like it was a huge L for Arsenal here. Like, no matter what happened, it didn't look good if Arsenal didn't sign him, and it definitely didn't look good if he went to Spurs. But the fact now that we can actually flip that within 24 hours, and we're the ones then pointing and laughing at them, I just love the club for doing that. Even if it wasn't their set 100% target, I love the club for doing this, but preventing him from going to Tottenham, because it would have been a brilliant signing for Spurs. He would have played every game. He would have been in the 10. He would have been very good for them creativity-wise. He's definitely a player that they absolutely need. But he's definitely a player that Arsenal need. And people that think he's not going to play at Arsenal, I disagree. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's going to play every single game. But we've seen already in the last few games, pre-season, and of course at the start of this season as well, that actually Mikel Arteta hasn't really gone with a set 11. He's actually rotating a little bit more. And I wonder if he'll continue to do that with the likes of Martin Odegaard, with the likes of Martinelli if he stays, with Madueke, with Saka, and hopefully if he comes in the door, Eberechi Eze as well. So this is absolutely superb. Tottenham fans are in meltdown. Let's all laugh at Tottenham, yeah? Because they were giving it. Oh my God, he's chosen Spurs over Arsenal. He's rejected Arsenal. He's coming to Tottenham because he knows that he's going to be guaranteed a brighter future, playing every single game in the 10. He doesn't want to play on the left for Arsenal. Well, guess what? David Ornstein reckons he's choosing us over Tottenham. So let me make it very clear. If he comes to Arsenal, I will laugh in the faces of Spurs fans that have been laughing at me for the last 24 hours. I was gutted. I was deflated. I can't lie. I wanted Eze. Me, Curtis and Turkish said the same thing a few months ago. Give me Gyökeres, give me Eze, and go all out for Rodrigo. Now, it doesn't look like Rodrigo's going to happen. It doesn't look like we're going to get anybody other than Eberechi Eze, because for me, Eze has been told that he's coming in because Havertz has got an injury. Now, that is a little bit worrying still for me. And I'm not so sure if that is actually the truth. I would like to think that Eze is someone that we were looking to pursue, and maybe he's flirted with Tottenham a bit so that he can make Arsenal panic, and maybe that's what he's done. Maybe Arteta has had a chat with Berta and said, we can't let this happen. I want this guy. We all know Eze was going to choose Arsenal over Tottenham, which is why I refused to accept that he'd rejected us when Spurs fans were laughing. So I'm going to have panel shows this week which are going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy laughing at Tottenham. I'm going to enjoy laughing at the people that were laughing at us not too long ago, saying that he was on his way to Tottenham and that Arsenal were in the mud and that fans are in the mud and that I'm in the mud. Oh, Dan Potts is in the mud. He wanted Eze and he's going to go Spurs. Doesn't look like he is now, people. Does not look like he is now. I think we will look back at this moment when he does sign, and hopefully he does sign, and it will be one that we can actually say thank you to for hijacking this deal, because I just did not want this happening. I didn't want this to go anywhere near Tottenham Hotspur. Eze is a baller. Eze is a fantastic player. He's versatile. He'll help us with creativity. He'll help us break down low blocks. He'll help us have that kind of natural ability and that freedom to express. But the other thing he'll help us, as you saw at the weekend, is his free kicks and his set pieces. He's scored unbelievable goals against big teams. He's turned up in big games. Against Chelsea the other day, scored against Arsenal at the Emirates, scored in the Cup semi-final and final, I believe, for Palace. He's been their best player. He's been terrific. And if I'm honest with you, for the last 2 or 3 seasons, I've been watching his game, wondering why no big teams are going for him. And I know Crystal Palace have said he's better in this position and he can play better, you know, here instead of off the left. I've got to be honest, I've liked his game everywhere that I've seen him. I don't think Eze is an out-and-out left winger. I really don't. But this massively changes things for Arsenal. This will definitely put the rating of the window high. This will definitely put praise on Mikel Arteta and Berta, which is, I think, what they need right now, because I haven't been impressed at all. So we have seen in 24 hours, Eze going to Spurs, Trossard signing a random new deal at Arsenal, Havertz getting a long-term injury, to, oh my God, I think we might actually go and get Eze after all. Now, the Kai Havertz injury is an interesting one for me, because I still think if Eze comes in, we might need another attacker. But I think what might happen is we might look at a striker alongside Eze coming in, because it's not Havertz is injured, so we better buy Eze because they play in the same position. They don't play in the same position. Havertz is clearly an attacker. He's clearly a number 9. He's clearly a striker. I don't think Eze is a number 9. So I don't think that we're now bringing in Eze just because Havertz is injured. The guys, David Ornstein and co, were saying just a few hours ago that actually we were looking at a striker as well to come in and cover. We were looking at somebody to be brought in now that Havertz is injured in that position. Maybe it's a Ollie Watkins, maybe it's a Vlahovic, maybe it's Mateta. But for me, I tell you who I go for, people. Jarrod Bowen. Let's go get Jarrod Bowen. Declan Rice's best mate, can play across the front 3. Is superb when it comes to goals. In the last 3 seasons out of 4, he's got over 20 goals and assists. I think we should 100% do it. Now, I didn't expect this news to break, which is why I went out tonight. I'm so buzzing that this is the case now. And it looks like we're going to go all out to get Eberechi Eze. And then it seems, if rumours are to be believed, that we might be going all out for a striker as well. The Rodrigo deal, I'd love to see it happen still. I want Eze and Rodrigo alongside the likes of Gyökeres, right? They were the 3 that I wanted in. We've obviously got the backup. Kepa's come in, Norgard's come in, Mosquera's come in, Madueke's come in. If we're bringing in Eze alongside Madueke, it makes that a hell of a lot better now as well, by the way. Because if we were bringing in Madueke instead of the likes of Eze, Rodrigo, etc., I'd have been frustrated. But it looks like it could be as well as at least Eze. Now, what would be amazing is if we went all out for Rodrigo and we end up going for that striker as well. We bring in somebody like Jarrod Bowen as well now. I'll be happy. I'll be ecstatic if we went all out for Rodrigo as well. So this is the thing with Arsenal. Arsenal have always got the opportunity to go that one extra mile. They've always got the opportunity to go and say, do you know what? We're looking at this now, but Arsenal fans are always greedy and want more. Which means to me, there's still a lot of work for us to do. There's still a lot of players that we're going to be potentially looking at selling. I don't think there is the truth now that Arsenal needed to sell to buy. I'm not so sure that that is true. Because we're going for Eze. It hasn't said Arsenal need to sell a load of players, otherwise they can't get Eze. One thing I will say, for all the joy and the laugh and the smirk and the smiles we've got, let's make sure we don't mess this up now. Let's make sure we do get it across the line. Let's go and put in the bid now. Let's go and get that release clause released if it's still existent. If it's not existed, go and say to Palace how much you want. He wants to come. Let's just get it done, and you can move on and get the player you want as well, which I believe, from what I'm understanding, is El Khanous from Leicester, which is actually a very good signing for Palace in my opinion. So let's get it done, man. Please, Arsenal, don't mess this up. I swear to God, Arsenal need to get this across the line now, and everybody in the fan base will now be lifted, and that's exactly what we need. Make sure you do me a favour, people. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you are with our sponsors, OK Jerseys. Make sure you click on the link in the description and go and get your jersey, home, away kit, third kit, England kits, whatever you want. Only £15 a jersey, so go and enjoy them. Love to them, and love to you all. Eze looks like he could be a gooner after all. We'll see you on the next one.